Hi there, welcome to this video where I'm going to be unboxing for the first time a Macintosh SE that I bought on eBay. It comes with all sorts of really cool pieces of equipment and peripherals, and yeah, this is my experience learning a computer that is actually 10 years older than me, so enjoy. Anyway, let's see what I've got in here. So I've got, in fact I'm going to just scoot this over there so I can actually view properly, and I have another camera here so I can show you. So there's a little box in here, Apple service, authorised Apple service providers only. So what's in here, I wonder? It is a mouse. That's interesting. It doesn't click, so I presume there's a second mouse in here, which will click, but that's pretty cool. There you go, it's off. It loved sticking to the side of the plastic, and then there we go. So that's 30 years of evolution right there. I have to say, I think I prefer this one a little bit. Let's see what else is in here. Got a ton of manuals. So let's see what we've got on the documentation side of things. I have got what looks to be an invoice, so I've got to be careful with the camera. Yep, invoice. There is a piece of paper from Apple talking about the product family. That's pretty cool. Quick reference for software for number maze, which I presume is some sort of application. A quick reference card with all the keyboard shortcuts and managing the windows, and that's pretty interesting. I don't get that anymore. And then this is the most exciting bit, I think. Unpeeled 30-year-old Apple stickers. That is pretty cool. When you get half the number nowadays, and even then you don't get different sizes, so that's pretty cool. I quite like that. Let's see what else I've got here. Something from HP. It looks like it's a piece of software for a printer, but the printer isn't included, so still interesting to have. A quick start guide for Excel, back when you used to have actual pieces of paper with information on it. Again, getting started with Microsoft Excel. License agreement for using Apple. Let's see what's in here as well. There's something else. It's the floppy disk for Microsoft Excel. Wow. Then got all these other floppy disks. Printing tools, not that I can really use that because I don't have a printer that works with this. A HyperCard. Let's see what else we've got. So we've got a welcome floppy, a system tools floppy, a utilities 1 floppy, and a utilities 2 floppy. I mean, that really is quite something. I mean, I remember when they used to do discs on Macs about 10 years ago, and you know, this is even older than that. Wow. And the discs are quite out of date, so it's pretty interesting. And then there's just another manual for the desk writer printer that I don't have, but still interesting. Let's see what's in here. And then we have the main item, the Macintosh. Wow, that's heavy. That's very heavy. Crikey. But here it is, and look at that, beautiful. You can see it says Apple Computer Inc. back when they were still called Apple Computer. You've got the model number, assembled in Ireland. You wouldn't see that anymore. You'd see assembled in China and probably assembled in India in the future. And then for some of the newer Macs today, actually, you also get assembled in the USA. You've got all the safety information. Serial details, it's had some sort of testing sticker on it, some sort of police sticker on it, but that's just because of who owned it before. We got some different ports along here. Audio, I think the keyboard, printer. Yeah, that's quite cool. And then, let me turn it around. You can see the front. So yeah, this is the Macintosh SE FD HD. The coloured Apple logo, I mean, it's quite something. Wow. This is very cool, very, very cool. The important thing I want to know is if it still works. It was solder's working, but we'll find that out. Let me just put that there. You've got the keyboard that comes with it, so just showing to the further camera, it looks like that. Wow. Quite interesting to see a keyboard like this. I haven't seen a keyboard like this. Apple now space apart the keys a bit more, but this was very much not like that. Although that's interesting, the caps lock button, actually when it's not engaged, is up at the same height as everything else. You press down, it stays down. So that's the older equivalent of the light you now get on the Macs. But that's pretty cool. And then hopefully in there I have, yes, the cable that would plug into the Mac. So hopefully that can be done. Move that a bit further over. Let's move this around. God, it is heavy. I can understand why well, the box was 20 kilos now that I've picked that up. So I think it goes into the end of the keyboard and then into the end of the computer, to the back of the computer even. Like that. And that's how it will connect. You see the wire, and there's the rest of it. Right, the case is now significantly lighter, which is a big relief. So let's see what's on the other side, because there's even more. Oh wow, there is a lot. Okay, so there's some sort of bag, and that probably contains a cable or some sort of power cable. Yep, power cable with a UK socket. That makes my life significantly easier. I don't need to go around finding adapters. It will go into there. That's just the bag that came with it. Aha! A clicking mouse that actually works, which the seller did say would be there. It is, so go. Got one mouse, it's got a little ball. And then over here I've got setting up your Macintosh SE. Now, when you think that Apple literature in 2020 and 2021 was smaller than this single booklet, and this is how much there was back in 1990. You've got 1, 2, 3, I mean there's so many, I'm not going to bother counting. Information addendum, cable systems, I mean this is unbelievable. Reference books, beginner's guide to scripting, I think there's one more, as well as a HyperTalk reference card. And there is a user guide. Well, that's the one I'm probably going to care about the most because I don't know how to turn this thing on yet. Right then, so what I've got here is the setting up your Macintosh SE, which I do need to follow because whilst I'm very good with current computers, I've never done one of these before. So, plugging in Macintosh, ground with the computer to make sure there's no electrical damage. Plug the other end of the power cord into the outlet, so I'm just going to do that. Connecting the keyboard and mouse, which I've already done. So insert the Macintosh Basics disk into the disk drive, metal end first, label side up. So, like that. Press the on-off switch on the back of the Macintosh SE, so that's around the back. I'm going to have to actually physically pick it up and go around. Hopefully it will power on. Oh, there we go, finally. I was worried a minute, I was thinking it was broken, but it's not, it's turned on. And there we go. Ooh. Well, would you see that? Oh wow. I see a little Apple logo appearing. Welcome to Macintosh. Here we go. Oh, my heart rate elevated a bit there. I thought it was broken. But that sounds okay. I mean, that looks to be working. Loading up a home screen or desktop even. Of course, it's not going to be as quick as a computer of today, but that's what you would expect. I know that the camera is not showing the screen as I can see it. You'll see on the video that it's flickering black and white. It's not doing that with the eyes. When you actually with it in person. That is just the way that the screen and the camera are interacting. It's just got a little loading icon. I'm not sure if you can see it there. So yeah, just got to sit and wait. It's a very encouraging start though, that's for sure. Very encouraging start. I am never going to be able to sell this. I'm going to want to keep it for the rest of my life. I feel sorry for any kids I have. They're going to be full of just nonsense that I've collected and won't let them get rid of. Actually, no. Welcome to your tour of the Macintosh. If you've used this tool before, you may skip to the main menu by clicking the mouse button. Wow, this is amazing. I know Apple used to do videos, welcome videos on older versions of Mac OS, but that really is very different. Right now, thousands of people are using Apple Macintosh to get things done you can do. Well, by now I think it's probably a few million. Oh, so that's happened. Now, whether I've got a cursor, and there we go. So now, hopefully, if I put the floppy out of the way, hopefully I'm now in the computer for real, and I think I am. Just going to let it load up. You can hear it whirring away in the background. If you had your Macintosh nowadays working like that, or your Mac like that nowadays, you'd be a bit worried. Okay, so here we are actually working. Let's see what I've got. I've got some sort of...
I'm not sure I understand.
Serial, my watch goes off. I've got some Office, ClarisWorks, Disinfectant, Excel, Games, HyperCard, Microsoft Word. I've never even heard of ClarisWorks. Licensed March 1993. Okay, so I can do word processing, drawing, databases, spreadsheets. Let's try doing some drawing. Okay, so I can just choose over here. Let's choose just a box. Let's just draw a box, and then I'm going to do a circle and don't even know what I've selected here. Okay, yeah. Let's do. Okay, let's try and. I can put a table in. Okay, didn't even know I could do that. All right. I can put some text in, so I'm just going to just put some numbers in on the keypad. Gosh, that's pretty unique. Do I want to save that? Well, no. It's just nonsense again. Okay, so it looks like you can do quite a lot on that. It looks like it's a mixture of different types of software. Actually, that would have been really good. I don't know why. That was never continued. Let's have a look at what some of the games are. Anyway, so we've got Backgammon, got Brickles. Don't know what that is. Cairo Shootout, Connect 4, Crystal Quest, Duck Hunt, Gunshy, Hot Air Balloon Invaders, MacJack, Maxlots, Missile Command. Wow, that's some really interesting. That's Tetris. I mean, that's the classic. Hang on, look at Tetris. Last modified Saturday, June 2nd, 1904. Something tells me that might not be right. 1904. Okay, let's have a look at the menus properly. So, in the menu, you've got About the Finder, you've got Alarm Clock, Calculator, Chooser, Control Panel, Find File, Keycap, Scrapbook, and then you've got the most recently used applications. In File, you've got New Folder, Open, Get Info, Page Setup, all the edit ones, that's what you'd expect. View, and then this is interesting, Special. So, Special you don't have on a Mac anymore, I don't think. Well, I've never noticed it. And you can clean up your desktop as you would on a Mac nowadays. You can erase the disk from this menu. You can set a startup. You can also restart and shut down the computer, and you need to do that before you turn it off at the back. As I've been, well, not so reliably, but I have been told that is probably what you have to do. Because if you go to the Apple logo, there's no turn off feature, which is what you would get on the Mac now. Let's see whatever is here. So you can choose the time. You can choose the day, although I'm not quite sure that's I think it's a day, and it's not even correct if it is. And you can choose a stopwatch, but I'm going to leave it on the time, even though the time is also very wrong. I'm not sure if I can change that. I'll have a look. And there's a little icon over here, a little Mac. I don't really know what that is. I think that just changes what I can see. Changes the layout of the menu, but we'll keep it nice and simple. And then there's another one here called Macro Maker Start Recording. What does that start recording though, I wonder? Let's just see. It's now started flashing. So then let's just do stop recording. What does that do? Let's just play. No. If someone knows, please tell me. I don't know what that is. Alright then, I'm going to turn this little beauty off then. So I turn the software off. You may now switch off your Macintosh safely. So what I do, I go around to the back, where I see it there, and I can turn it off. And that is the end of that. And I have to say that is one of the coolest experiences I've ever had on a computer. That's amazing. And that brings to a close today's video. It's pretty cool to see a Macintosh from 30 years ago still working very well actually, and to have a bit of fun with a type of computer that predates me. This is all very new to me despite being so old. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Hopefully I'll be able to bring more videos. I might compare this to a modern Mac if people are interested in that. And then hopefully as well I'll be able to send some vlogs from Switzerland when I'm able to be out there again. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Stay healthy. See you next time.